Hello, me again. This is yet another update video. I mean, it's pretty obvious, but anyway. There's just two things I want to talk about today. It's, what's happening with King K.Rool, and a second topic that I've been wanting to do for quite a while, so yeah, that's it. Let's get into this. With the announcement of King K.Rool for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, it has honestly demotivated me to finish off my King K.Rool moveset. See, I personally think with the official moveset coming out really soon, there's no real need for me to finish mine off. Not to say that it's outright cancelled, that would be ridiculous. It's just my priorities have shifted to finishing off what's left of the Waluigi update, and then I want to focus that time on Black Shadow. So instead of just leaving you with like, hey, it's not coming out anytime soon, I will show you what I've got done as of now for King K.Rool. So here we go. Alright, let's get King K.Rool into the... Well, let's start showing you King K.Rool. And now here he is. The big bad boy himself. When it comes to the overall design, I decided to go with the modern redesign because I felt like for the time era, that's something they'll do. So here I'll show you the jab. That's the 1. 1, 2. See, it's a, as you can see, a 1-2 hit where the second hit actually can spike the opponent, so that's pretty interesting. That side tilt, massive chomp. That's it really. Now with down tilt, it's very similar to side tilt but downwards, and it will pop them up with an upward angle, like so. And now I'll show you side tilt. I mean not side tilt, up tilt. Up tilt has 2 hits, upwards and to the back of him. I thought it would be a unique, interesting thing. And now, yeah, this is his fast walk. That is based on how the Kremlings walked in Donkey Kong Country. I thought that was cool. Now, here we go with Side Smash. Now, Side Smash is interesting. It's a powerful hit, but it's actually based off the Crusher's 3rd hit in Donkey Kong 64. Yeah, there's another Donkey Kong 64 reference. That is definitely the ground pound from King K. Crusher. And now, here's the up smash. Something a little different, because I just didn't want him to do Bowser-esque attacks. So I thought something interesting with a dual upper punch. But then in the long run, it kind of works like Charizard's up smash, so whatever. So let's get to the aerials. That is neutral air. Neutral air is an elbow drop that lasts for a very long time and can spike the opponent like so. I wanted to give King K.Rool a very different attack. Now, what you're seeing here is his back air. Back air is a bootylicious butts ram, because I thought it would be funny because reasons. More so Rareware's cheeky humor back in the day. Now, here comes the forward air. Oops. The forward air is my least favorite move. But anyway, let's move on. That's down air. Down air is a downwards chomp that was meant to send the opponent in a straightforward direction. The kind of stage spike opponents when they're trying to recover. It was something that was being tested out. And now with up air, something also a bit unique. It's a double hand slash. I was actually inspired by Donkey Kong 64 on how the Kremlings would wave their arms around like idiots. I haven't played Project M in a while. Sorry about that. But yeah, it was meant to be a double hand slash. So that's kind of cool. So let's get into the grabs. So the grabs, yeah, the pummel is just what you would probably think, just him crunching. Now, ooh, better slow down. The forward throw is based on Donkey Kong Country 2 when you get too close to King K.Rool and he butts you with the end of his blunderbuss. And now back throw, I showed that off a while ago. It's turnaround punch. I thought it was really cool. Simple yet effective sort of thing. Now, up throw is a little janky at the moment, but I hope you understand. But what he's meant to do is shove you into his blunderbuss and shoot you upwards. Yeah, you can see a little animation error here and there. It was something that was going to get cleaned up hot. And now for my favorite throw, the down throw. He will just slam you on the ground multiple times. It's really fun to do. Here, let me just do a few things. Alright. Yep. Back here. Alright. And what you can do is... Oh, missed it. At this current stage of development, you can chain grab with it. It's my favorite thing to do. I love this move. Yep. That was an accident. That was down taunt. Or was it an accident? I don't fucking know. Alright, so we'll get him down here and I'll talk about the specials. Neutral special was meant to be Blunderbuss, but not how Smash Ultimate was going to present it. See, with mine, all it was going to do is shoot a giant cannonball in front of you, which can be picked up and thrown around by any character, but the real purpose of it was meant to be a sponge. It was meant to just sit there and absorb attacks. So if you saw, like, let's say Samus do a fully charged blast, you can absorb it. Alright, so moving on with the boomerang. Boomerang's pretty straightforward. Don't mind the Toon Link graphic effect, but it's a powerful boomerang that cannot be angled. It will try and follow King K.Rool back, like a normal boomerang would, but that's about it. I wish we could do what Ultimate did, but that'd just be copying ideas, and I don't like that. So, here's the up B. The up B is the helicopter pack, as expected, but it works a little differently. Well, I don't know how it works in Smash Ultimate at this point in time, but what you could do is fly around with it. I understand the propeller is a bit too high. That's on the to-do list of changing it. But what you can do is fly around for a certain amount of time, and if you hold onto it too long, like you just saw, you blow up. Take a bit of damage, and it's a massive hitbox. Really hard to land at the moment, but yeah, that's the up B. And now, for one of the more interesting and the reason why King K.Rool is taking so long. Down special. Yep. He pulls out Dumb Drum, and what's supposed to come out of there is a claptrap. A claptrap that would walk along the field and continuously bite. So what you could possibly think is like a DDD Waddle Dee. Or Waddle Doo to be more precise, because it would actually attack. So that was the purpose. You could only have one claptrap at a time, and it could be easily taken out. But at the same time, it would just be a nuisance, because it would just be a mostly consistent hitbox. So, yep, here's up taunt. The side taunt was based on the Donkey Kong Country. Yeah, that render you've probably seen all the time. And down taunt is just playing dead. A very K.Rool-y thing to do. Now, the final Smash never really got finished, and I envy what Smash Ultimate did, because that's very similar to something I would like to do. But that's about it. That's the rundown of King K.Rool's current moveset. See, right there and then, I pressed the assist trophy, and it crashed. So, not that I didn't want to show you it, it just flat out crashed. And now on to the second topic I wanted to cover. I will no longer be known as Mario King 64DS. After a really long time with this username, I feel like there's room for some change. I just want to make it less Nintendo themed. So with that said, my new username will be MKHT. Simple enough while keeping the MK part of my username, because over the years I have been used to that abbreviation. And yeah, old habits die hard. So that's basically it. I hope you guys understand, and I'll see you next time I do something. Oh, before I actually end this, I just want to let you guys know, for those who don't, I'm mostly active on Twitter, so yeah, if you didn't know, you now do. That's it. See ya.